Hello everybody, tonight we're making some positive silicone molds for the Oz table. I'm going to start by trimming up my negative silicone mold, and that way I'll have some extra silicone because I can throw the extra silicone in the positive mold. Because silicone sticks to silicone, it's not like epoxy where it doesn't stick to itself. So if you ever have excess silicone, you just chop it up and stick it in your new mold. But because it sticks to itself, we definitely have to use some mold release on it to make sure that it doesn't when we don't want it to stick to itself. Hopefully this will all become clear in the next minute here. I'm relatively new to mold making, so I'm using the Let's Resin brand silicone. It got some good reviews on Amazon, and so far I've used it a few times and I've liked it. It's a 1-to-1 mix. I'm just mixing it up in a cup, and I figured 2 ounces would be about half of what the mold takes. So that's what I mixed up, 2 ounces. And I'm not really good at judging small volumes yet, so to me it looked like it should be about 4 ounces, but when I go to mix it up, I figure out that 2 ounces is about what fills the cavity that I'm looking for. So here I'm degassing it first, and this is just putting it in a vacuum chamber until all the micro bubbles come out of it. And then we sprayed on our mold release, and I went ahead and spread that around with a gloved finger. Earlier this week, I had someone tag me saying that they followed Cam's method in using mold release on melamine, and the melamine stuck, and they were asking if they should just cut the wood off. And the thing that Cam doesn't show very well is that the pad he's using is saturated with the mold release. But if you try to follow along with the way it looks like he's doing it, you may end up wiping your mold release right off, and then your epoxy would stick to your melamine. So that is why I used a gloved hand. My glove won't absorb the mold release, it'll just spread it around. So then I poured in the silicone and just waited for about 6 hours. It was a little weird trying to find the edge of it, but once I did, it all popped right out. And now I have the first of 6 positive molds. So a quick rehash, these will go at the bottom of the table, then I'll pour the epoxy over them, and then we'll pull them out, and they'll leave an air space inside the bottom of the table, so when you see it from the top, it will be like a reflective surface. In reality, the table will have several prism-shaped bubbles in it. This is definitely going to be kind of like the D&D table. You just have to trust the process.